Hi folks, Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell diesel trucks, folks. Four-wheel drive diesel trucks. If they've made it, we've sold it. If you've been out looking for you a turbo diesel four-wheel drive truck and saw the prices and went, oh, nah, that ain't me, well, you need to look at this one today. We're going to list a nice truck that's going to be a bargain, does everything just like it should. Plus, it's a truck, folks, that if you take care of and keep it the way it is right now, 5 years from now, you can nearly get your money back the way things are going now. It might cost you a few dollars a month to drive it, but that's it. Whereas you go buy one from your local dealer, it'll cost you about, no telling how many thousands of dollars a month in depreciation. All that said, don't understand why and how they sell these new trucks for the money they bring. But after you see this truck, I hope you like it. We like it a lot. It's a good truck. It's a 2006 Ford F-250. It's a XLT with all the equipment on it. It's got tow command. It's got 6-disc CD changer. It's got power on both sides, all that. This is a truck that will just do anything you want to do, folks. Let me tell you, it's got the turnover ball in the back, got spray-in bed liner sitting on a matching set of tires, and runs and drives the very best. Dan's going to give you a test drive on it. Now, Dan says it belongs to an old man. It belonged to an old man because of the way he's got it dressed up. But it came from the factory, Super Duty, with the chrome package and all that, and he's added a lot of things to it. It's a local trade-in, a local truck. So let us show it to you, and you make up your own mind. But man, what a great truck and what a value it's going to be. An 06, here it sits, good set of tires on it, matching tires, not beat up, pecked up and all that. The glass is perfect.
It's got a new windshield in it.
You can look here and see that there's no rust issues or any of that. We have to say that because all of our customers come from the Midwest and all that. But look at here, what a neat truck. It's got the expensive floor mats in it. The interior is nice. That headliner is perfect. A non-smoker's truck, no pet odors, no smoke odors, none of that. 6-disc CD changer, tow command, windows, door locks, tilt cruise, everything you'd want. Carpets are beautiful. I just showed you. You can see it here. It's not been a work truck or a farm truck. We also like this kind of four-wheel drive mechanism in it. It seems to be handy as it can be. Power on both sides. You see it works here. The lines are all straight on it. Look at this back seat, how neat it is.
Got the flip down armrest, plus the seat flips up, and you can put this down, flip that back down. You can see all the cab corners, the rockers, everything's good on it.
Look at the steps there. See the line here? Bed's not been beat up. It's got a turnover ball in it, which you may or may not need. On the other hand, if you ever do need it, it'll save you a bunch of money, lots of $100 bills to get it. The spares underneath it like it ought to be.
Got the extra leaf spring for the camper package.
See, he's put all this chrome, these wheel opening moldings and all that on it.
Now these mud flaps look goofy to me, but they have done their job. The truck is not rock pecked up behind the tires or anything.
See that? The bumper's not beat up. Tailgate's not beat up. Look in here, we've had a historic 4, 5, 6 day cold snap down here. You can see snow and ice are still remaining, which is odd for us. Look down the side, not pecked up, dinged up and all that. That's dust and pollen.
Got one little scuff right here my buddy's son did yesterday.
See back there?
Much to my chagrin.
It's not been in the mud, not been beat around. Some kid's not tried to tear up Daddy's truck. Once again, this side here, how perfect it is.
Here's the owner's manual. I don't know why it's laying back there, but there it is.
Good a place as any, I reckon, for our boys. Look in here, no mud, no residue, none of that.
You can look in the door pockets, they're not covered in dirt and mud, so that tells you it hasn't been a work truck.
Seat working. That's like
everything's
not
straight.
Cracked or any of that. That's a nice truck. It's sure a nice truck for what we're going to sell it for. See under here, just the way it ought to be. I don't see anything wrong with those mud flaps. I kind of like them, of course, you know. Back when I was...
You're an old man too, so that's right up your alley.
If you're lucky, someday you will be. It's a good truck, folks. 2006 Ford F-250. It's been deleted. It's only got 204,000 miles on it, something like that. Sitting on a good set of matching tires. Not beat up, not pecked up, not been painted and smeared around on. The interior is actually immaculate. Dan's going to give you a test drive. Everything works on it. I hate to be redundant, but it's a good truck.
Well, I don't know if the interior is immaculate. I mean, there may be a speck of dirt somewhere.
That's what happens when you race.
Because somebody will email me, whoever buys it, and say, I found a speck of dirt. You dad said immaculate. You need to send me $500 for a full detail.
The interior of the truck is really nice. How about that?
It's nice.
It's a 2006 XLT, folks. Heavily equipped, 6-disc CD changer, tow command, all that. It's a truck you're going to like. You'll really like it when you see what you have to pay to own it and what a value and what a bargain it is. If in fact you want to drive it home, it'll take you home. If you want to ship it, when you get it, you'll recognize the truck. A good truck we like. Thanks for watching our video, folks. We do appreciate it so much. Look forward to visiting with you about the truck and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
I just had that happen too. That last F-250, it had a little dirt around the side of the floor mats. We're just getting in and out. And he called me. Dad said this was immaculate, and there's dirt there. And my wife, she got mad at me because I told her it was immaculate. She had to clean on it. Just on and on. Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods, so you can tell that this truck has not spent much time, if any, off the road. The reason I say that is, when they've been out in the mud and stuff, that water splashes up on the engine and it gives all these bare aluminum parts a patina that just, you can't get rid of. And this truck doesn't have any of that. The alternator looks to have been changed. I'm not 100% sure. I think the radiator's been replaced at some point. But the main thing I want to show you is under the hood here, that this truck has no blow-by. Now you see, since it's warmed up, just a tiny bit of smoke coming out. Smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you see, set the oil fill cap down, it doesn't blow off. If the oil fill cap blows off, that means you've got engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase, and that's what they call blow-by. And this truck doesn't have any of that. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean, even if it did, that doesn't mean it's got a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear, and this one doesn't have any. So, we'll shut the hood. You can see all this. This is a factory chrome package, special grille, tow hooks, mirror covers, and chrome tow hooks in the back of the bed. But now I'm gonna hop in and we'll take you on a test drive. Before I do, show you 6-disc CD changer, tow command, got the CB. Don't know if it works, don't know how CBs work, so haven't paid any attention to it. Automatic headlights, power windows, locks, mirrors. You can see the mirrors work. They are heated mirrors, and they can be pulled out and extended for when you're towing. It's also got, you see, keyless entry. It's got a nice steering wheel. What Dad was talking about on the 4-wheel drive, it's got the manual transfer case. So you just slap her in 4-wheel drive with that manual transfer case, and you don't have to worry about actuators and solenoids and stuff getting the job done, or worse, going out and not getting the job done when you need them to. So Doesn't have any of that. Like I said, the windshield's new. Now, I was kind of joking with Dad about the mud flaps. If you don't like the mud flaps, we'll take them off. If you don't want the CB or this big antenna on it, we'll take those off for you too. If you don't want them, or if you do, the more I look at them, they're kind of not bad, but it's up to you. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the very worst streets in the city of Jackson. Not that there are that many good streets in the city of Jackson, but driving on some of the worst. So I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other, and even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself it has an excellent ride and drive. No issues there. It's quiet, and one thing you can take away from all these bumps and potholes I'm running over is that this truck is tight. There's no clunks, there's no bangs, there's no racket, nothing out of the ordinary with any of that. It doesn't pull to the left or right. It doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. All that's good on it. It's got, like I said, 6-disc CD changer. Got the AC works, although, you know, not really an issue right now when it's about 22 degrees here, but eventually it will be an issue. If you're interested in this truck, you're welcome to fly in and drive it home. We'll pick you up during the day, during the week at no extra charge from the airport, bring you back here to our office. We'll do all the paperwork and feedback and everything and let you get on the road. Or if you're like most of our customers, you're from the Northeast or the Midwest, you may not have time to spend several days flying or driving down and then driving home. So with that being said, if you're interested in shipping, let me know. If you get online and look at these price quote pages for shipping, don't let the prices scare you off, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off the average shipping quote. And the reason for that is that unlike let me back up. Most of these shipping quote pages, they're not really shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers. And they'll charge you hundreds of dollars, and they'll say it's for a deposit, but all it really is their broker's fee. So they're not actually out with a fleet of trucks. So all they do is they get on this one website called Central Dispatch that's not open to the public, that you have to pay all these fees to join, pay membership fees, pay posting fees, everything else. And they get on there and find somebody to do it cheap, and then they'll tell you, you know, just pay the driver the balance when he drops it off. Well, what you're paying the driver is all it really costs to ship the vehicle. And so, with that being said, we signed up, we're members on Central Dispatch now, so we can give you wholesale rates on shipping, because we don't charge a markup or anything like that. You pay the actual cost of shipping. So if you want to ship one, you send us the money for the truck, and then we find somebody on Central Dispatch, we find a company to haul it to you, and then when they drop it off, you pay them cash for the actual shipping charges. So we don't make anything, and you get wholesale rates on shipping. Now, even if you're not buying from us, we can still arrange it for you for $50, but we'd rather you just buy from us, and then we'll do it for free. So if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I will get you a good ballpark figure on shipping, and it'll be, you know, kind of around the going rate. Now, if you're not in a hurry, we can post it for less and save you even more money, and just wait on somebody with an empty spot they're desperate to fill in their truck. Or if you are in a hurry, we can post it for a little extra, and, you know, find somebody quicker, make it worth their while to go out of their way to come get your truck. So just let me know, like I said, your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure. And if you're anywhere near Houston or Austin or Dallas or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in Florida, we can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just contact me and I'll get you a quote on that. Like I said, this truck is EGR deleted, and what that does, that solves the Achilles heel of these 6 liters that gives them such a bad reputation, because eventually the EGR cooler goes to leaking and it starts using antifreeze, and people don't stay on top of it, and eventually it starts leaking so much antifreeze into the motor that, well, water doesn't compress, so you end up blowing the head gaskets. But once you delete the EGR cooler, you have removed that weak link and you have solved the problem. So from then on, all you have to do is keep the truck serviced. And that's the other reason 6 liters got a reputation, is because people treated them like 7.3s and serviced them when they felt like it. You know, every few years they change the oil, stuff like that. And you just can't do these trucks like that. You've got to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You've got to change the fuel filters every other oil change, and you have to use Ford filters, because Ford will not release the patents on their filters. So what happens is you put an aftermarket filter in, it doesn't fit right, and it doesn't do any filtering. So you end up with problems, and then people get mad at the 6.0s and claim they're junk. Well, they're not junk. Either you didn't service them, or you didn't use Ford filters, and therefore you wound up with problems. But this truck doesn't have any issues. It's EGR deleted, so you know, just stay on top of the service, and you know, it can run forever. We've had them with 500,000 and 600,000 miles or more. It just all comes down to how they're treated. And this truck doesn't have any exhaust leaks, none of that either. And that's how you can kind of tell a diesel's been run hard, is by how much exhaust is leaking. But not an issue on this truck. If you have any questions about it, give me a call. My number is 601-376-9869. If you want to make an offer, call me. You want to talk about the 6.0 and stuff you can do to them, call me. If you want to know about shipping, just anything, just call me. Like I said, 601-376-9869. Last thing I want to mention is I want to show you the dash, because we've been driving over 10 minutes. And I like to show the dash after we've been driving a while, so you can see there's no warning lights lit, no service lights or any of that. And I show that because, you know, it's easy to kill a light with your scan tool, take a picture and say, hey, look, no lights. But as soon as you start driving it, if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then the light's going to come right back on. So I like to show it when we do the test drive, so you can see for yourself there really are no lights lit on it. So just wanted to point that out. And one more time, if you have any questions, call me, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video and hearing everything we have to say about it. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.